is awesome. Oh, this is so awesome. Look at that. Hello everyone, it's Miss Rofl. Welcome to my new video. Today I will show you how to fuse deviations in one's human. With the use of this pod, we can create new deviations using our existing deviations as a source. Plus, we can add something extra to our deviation and to get really incredible results sometimes. So, this is the fusion pod. In order to get access to this pod, you need to unlock it in your memetics first. It's in crafting tab at the bottom, fusion pod. Learn how to create new deviations from scratch. So you need to unlock fusion pod here. Then you need to build it at your territory. So far I've tested some things and I can tell you exactly what won't work. So first of all, if you place it at your alt's territory, not on your actual character, but on your other character's territory, you won't be able to use it. So let's say if you have a character A and a character B, character A will install Fusion Pod at character B's territory. Character A won't be able to use this Fusion Pod. So character A should install this device at the character's A territory, and character B should install it to be used at their own territory, at character's B territory. Second, you can place only one of these at once. I mean, one per territory. Look, if I would like to multiply it, construction limit reached, unable to place more. So it's limited to one per territory. Because I had an idea of using this like to set a factory production of new deviations, but unfortunately it didn't work. And also it won't work on Eternaland. So if you will go to Eternaland, Fusion Pod isn't available there. Well, at least as of now. So now Fusion Pod, once you unlocked it and build it, you can go in it, press F. So yeah, here is my latest creation, good boy. I will show you how I created it. Well, I launched it yesterday, and here is the result. Lone Wolf's Whisper. So I used 2 source deviations. Anyway, you can't use less. You should provide 2 deviations. So Pub Body for 5, and Lone Wolf Whisper 5/5. And as a result, so here is the result. I got 5/5 wolf, but you might ask, like, what's the point? Because wolf was already 5/5. But pay attention. Wolf had worn out 2 and sedentary traits, while Pub Body had Moonlight Assault and Cheer Up 1. So what I did, it's actually I managed to get 5/5 again on the wolf, but to swap traits. So instead of 2 negative traits which were present on wolf, now I have 1 positive and 1, well, cheer up. Not really positive for combat deviation, but still. Let me show you. So Moonlight Assault, it's a new trait, and I will show you how to obtain this trait today. Spoiler, you get it in the Fusion Pod. So this trait is pretty great. I'm not sure how it works on combat deviations yet, but based on description, it's not so bad. Some deviations with this effect will have a changed appearance. At night, deviant energy and mood recovery rates are increased. So, not bad. Well, I did it for the science. I've been testing and trying different combinations since yesterday, so I've been willing to... I'm trying to understand how this works, all the science. So, yeah, now let's start from the beginning. So I will explain to you how it works. So look, this is the interface of the Fusion Pod when you enter it. So first of all, you need to add resources here. And you need to select a deviation. well, deviations. So now, as I have a 5/5 wolf, which I just crafted with Moonlight Assault and with Cheer Up, so I can use this one. So now, as it's a combat deviation, I would like to have growing pains on this deviation. It would be nice. So first one is wolf, and now let's find something else with growing pains. For example, Rebecca, look. 5 for growing pains 3. So let's choose her, because I would like to have growing pains 3 on 5/5 wolf. But well, nobody knows if this will work or not. So let's select Rebecca. Complete selection. And now let's check. Here is the fusion result preview. So you have a 50% chance of getting one of 2 deviations you used as a source. So as I used Rebecca and as I used Lone Wolf Whisper as a source, so 50% chance of getting Rebecca, 50% chance of getting a wolf. And now traits. As you can see, you have all traits listed here. So, well, it's difficult to understand something here. So look here. This is part of the script. So deviations have general traits. They have some territory traits. Well, not exactly here in this case. In this case, the territory traits are not present. And they have deviated traits. Deviated traits, those are new traits which can be obtained only by fusing deviations in Fusion Pod. And for that, so to obtain this particular one, Moonlight Assault, I had to add an animal to the combination. So to get Moonlight Assault in particular, I used wolves. Yeah. An important thing, a warning. Selected fusion materials will be consumed upon starting the fusion and cannot be refunded. So important thing, yeah, keep in mind that everything which you will add here as fusion materials won't be returned to you after the fusion ends, while deviations won't be consumed. So middle part gets consumed, so it's like, I don't know, call it whatever you want, but it's one use items. So one time used, you will no longer get them back, so use them wisely. But deviations, you see both Dog and both Rebecca, both of them, I will get them back. Just they will lose their fusion chances. So you see fusion chances 1, fusion chances 1. So all deviations, they have 1 fusion chance. So once you have used it once, you can't use it in the fusion anymore. So also think about it twice and choose wisely which deviation do you want to use and how. All right, so here, just to show you, I added a wolf. So wolf, any wolf, because I tried with different wolves, you see, no matter rare patterns or not, they add a chance of getting Moonlight Assault trait. So I added this so far because I already have Moonlight Assault. But for example, if you want to experiment more, you can add the mix of different animals. For example, if you add a ram or, for example, Eve, you will see this trait appear, herbivore. During production, deviations have a chance to yield an additional deviated plant. Well, this one is not so, so I never really wanted to add it to the mix. Well, if you add a bug, it also gives you herbivore trait. So what was not bad? There is, for example, this trait, which appears if you add a crocodile to the mixture. Nightmare waters. When the territory is near water, deviations have a chance to yield extra fish during production. But obviously, this will work only for crafting deviations. So what I recommend you to add animals one by one and to see which buff will they give you in return. For example, if you add a capybara, look, this trait. Players recover 10% sanity when returning to their territory. So yeah, you can select, basically now I can select just one wolf because my Moonlight Assault probability is already at 50%. So by adding one more extra wolf, I increase the chance of the trait being passed down to a new deviation by 100%. Well, based on my experience, even with 50%, this trait will be transferred. But well, let's just use a wolf just for the science. So I added this lunar wolf. Anyway, I have plenty of them. So let's say I want my deviations to have Moonlight Assault as an extra trait. So also they will get one of two. Cheer Up 1, 50% chance, and Growing Pains 3, 50% chance. So as you can see, it's difficult to predict what will you have. And what's more, even if you use two 5-5 deviations, it doesn't mean that the result will have a 5-5. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like this, and sometimes stats get downgraded. And upgrade hasn't happened for me yet. So here's what you do. You load your resources, you load your fusion materials, and that's it. And you begin fusion. Well, you confirm, and you wait 10 minutes. Also, while we are waiting for the result of the fusion, the Dig by Boy rides a leopard, which you could have seen on the thumbnail. I will show you how did I get this one. So I had to fuse two Dig by Boys of the same color, new ones, and also I added 3 leopards to it to make sure that Dig by Boy will be riding a leopard. All right, so time to see the result. Okay, so I got good boy again, 5-5. I got lucky with stats at least. And, well, nothing has changed actually because my wolf now has Cheer Up 1 and Moonlight Assault. So, unfortunately, magic hasn't worked. So I had 5-4 Rebecca with Growing Pains, and they had 5-5 for Wolf with Cheer Up and Moonlight Assault. Well, as I said, it's random. So yeah, I'm glad that I got another 5-5 deviation. So basically, I just cloned this wolf. I got exactly the same wolf as an output. Here is this one. You see, fusion chance was 1. And now I can remove the source deviations. And as you can see, my wolf came back to me. You see exactly this one. Cheer Up 1, Moonlight Assault. But this one has 0 fusion chances. So instead of having 1 deviation 5-5, I got 2 deviation 5-5s now. But again, guys, it doesn't work like this all the time. And it's pretty random. I experimented with passing down the level. I also experimented with traits. Yeah, by the way, look. I managed to get both golden traits on the same deviation. And even good level has transferred. So you see, I got 5-4 with 2 golden traits. So far, this is my one of the most successful results. Plus, yesterday I experimented with Nutcrackers, Elegant Purple 3-3. Got mixed with Nutcracker Feeling Blue to 5-5. And result was this. Well, yeah. I still transferred Feeling Blue, but well, I managed to get 5-5 on the Elegant Purple plus, well, 2 traits. Elegant Purple trait and Moonlight Assault trait. Also, I created pretty ugly Dig by Boy. So far, this is the weirdest creation I've made. Look. It kind of has eyes, but they are printed inside of its head. So yeah, well, this is the Dig by Boy I got. Well, I mean, it's 1-3 and probably useless, but I kept it just for funsies because it's fun. All right, so one more thing. Technically, while using this deviation pod, you can make whatever. So me, so far, I've been experimenting mostly with animals because, well, I have a lot of them, you know. Animal breeding is my passion. You can use some materials from construction tab, for example, if you want. You probably have seen people grafting red light on the head of deviation and stuff like this, or toilet. For me, it's pretty useless, but well, you can select it if you want, and well, based on your selection, well, you will have the output, the corresponding output. Yeah, by the way, look. So according to the item you use, you will have special traits here. So yeah, so that's it. That's how you do it. I mean, it's a lot of experimenting and testing and trying. That's pretty much it for today. I will keep experimenting. Hope you will do the same. Have fun and good luck with your results. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope it was interesting for you. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and see you in my next videos. Bye bye.